Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. At long last, I am here, I am alive, and I'm trying to get back into my daily routines. So it's been a while since I sat down to film because, you know, I've been just having a summer vacation. And honestly, like sitting down to film, talk about makeup has not been on the agenda. I haven't worn makeup because I've just been out in the cabin, and yeah, it's just not been like a makeup summer for me. I've been traveling, didn't bring any of my projectpan items, so you know, nothing really exciting. But now I feel like I need to get back into it. It's fall, I started work again, so we are doing it. Today I'm here to give you my update on my Panthose eyeshadow project Pan. This project was created by Alexi. She's not uploading anymore, but I will leave her channel and everything because you can still look at her videos down below. But it's a project where you randomize eyeshadow from your entire collection. I randomized 6 eyeshadows, I randomized 5 eyeshadows and I handpick one myself. I love panning eyeshadows. I have a lot of eyeshadows in my collection. Spoiler alert, it's well past 3,000 different eyeshadows in my collection, so it's good for me to randomize and pull out palettes that I wouldn't normally like, that I have kind of forgotten about. So that's this project has just been working out so well for me. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get into my update. So this is my color story. As I said, I work on 6 eyeshadows at a time. I think these were the 6 I've been working on. So it's kind of cohesive. My handpicked shade is really part of the cohesiveness. But let's talk about my first one, which is up here, and this is the purple. This purple shade is called Passion Fruit, and it comes from my Focallure Perth palette. I did not mark how many times I had used the Passion Fruit shade last time, but it's not very sparkly, but yeah, I don't know, it's good enough. It's not my favorite purple by any means, but I do like the Perth palette as a whole. So I have used Passion Fruit, not Perth. I have used Passion Fruit 18 times, and this is what it looks like. So I was able to hit pan in that shade. These pans are deeper than you think. As you probably can see, I do have a pan in that one as well. And yeah, when I do this project, I want to use all of the shades in the palettes that I pick. So I have been able to utilize this entire palette, even the pressed glitter I used one time. But yeah, this is what the palette looks like, and Passion Fruit will be rolling out. Then the next shade, this beautiful like blue-green shade. What do we call it? Teal? Is it teal? Is it emerald? I don't. Let me know. Yeah, this one comes from my what do we call it? Terra Cosmic Wanderer, I think it's called. And I cannot show you this palette. I will take a picture tomorrow, but just before I sat down and started filming, I wanted to adjust my camera, and I flipped over a couple of palettes, and that palette fell onto the floor and shattered. Not the shade I'm working on the shade Aurora. That one survived, but I think I had like 4 eyeshadows from that palette fall out. So I can try to scoop up as much as I could and like put it back. I need to repress it, so I cannot show you the palette as a whole, but I will take a picture and show the progress. I have used Aurora now 12 times. It is what I am wearing today on my like outer part here and also on the lower lashes. I have not hit pan yet, so Aurora will be staying in. Yeah, I didn't say that one of my rules is that I either hit pan or use the shadow 20 times. If I have reached 20 uses, I can roll it out if I want to. But yeah, I still have at least 8 more uses on Aurora, and then I will see if I will roll it out or not. Then we have this like red-brown shade down here, and that one comes from my Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the Surge palette, and it's the shade Grunge. A very, very stunning, dark, plummy, reddy, brown, whatever shade we will call that. Yeah, and I have, I think this was in like for two like updates. So this is, I think, the 3rd update this shade is in. It hasn't shown any like significant wear at all. Now I have used Grunge 20 times, and I mean it's still not, it's still very, very, I mean you can see that I have used it, but there is barely a dip, so I'm not going to keep this in for like trying to hit pan. I am happy having used this 20 times. I have reached for all of the other shades, I believe. I think I have reached for all of the shades in this palette. I love this palette. It's very, very funky. Love the like grunginess of this. So yeah, I am rolling out Grunge. Did not hit pan, but I hit my usage goal, and that is fine by me. Then the next shade down here was enrolled my last update, and that is the Strange and Unusual shade from my Strange and Unusual palette from Paraiah Cosmetics, and it's this little quad here. I will be very, very careful now showing this, because I took this traveling. I went to Croatia for almost 2 weeks, and I kind of switched some shades out and took the Strange and Unusual shade with me traveling, and that was not a good idea because it's very, very fragile, so it has broken on me several times, which maybe is the reason why I was able to. So it's this shade down here. Hit pan so easily because it has crumbled. I had to repress it, I think, twice after coming home. So yeah, that wasn't the best idea, but I was able to hit pan on this eyeshadow. It is like a good duochrome. It's very dark. It's like a purple, grey, green duochrome. So I have been using it kind of like I'm using Aurora now on the outer edge, but I have like a brown shade on the outer corner. But yeah, Strange and Unusual will be rolling out. Then we have this green shade down here. It looks kind of muddy because I accidentally like didn't clean my finger when I swatched it. So it is like a pastel green, and it comes from my Peachy Queen Cosmetics. This is my hand-picked shade. I picked this because I had a lot of other greens to work with. So I wanted to use a green, and I wanted to use my pastel palettes as much as I could, you know, during summer, when it's the perfect time for pastels. So this one enrolled last time, and I have used this shade. It's called 888. I don't know, I'm not religious, I don't know what this means, if it's like a gospel or anything, I don't know. I have used this shade 8 times. I am using it today to blend out everything. I have it like in the crease and also a bit on the lower lashes. And yeah, this is what 888 looks like now. It is kind of washing out this palette, but you can see that I do have a good dip going in this shade, but I don't have pan. So this shade will be in for another month. I have used all of the shades in this palette apart from that one, so that goal is met, but you know, for this project I do want to hit pan. Yeah. And finally, we have this shimmery green down here, which was enrolled last time. And this one comes from my D2 Cosmetics Aphrodite palette. Love the artwork on these. This is what that palette looks like. The shade is called... What are you called? It's the 6th shade. Yeah, it's they have this like beta, kappa signs, and I don't know what this particular sign, how to pronounce it. But yeah, it's a green shimmery shade. I do have it on the inner corners today. And I was actually able to hit pan on that shade today. So this is what that shade looks like. Let me know how you pronounce that symbol. What do we say for that symbol? I don't know. But yeah, I was able to hit pan. Super exciting because I had not reached for this palette at all during this year. So this one will be rolling out as well. And if you keep count, then that means that we are rolling out 3 shades and keeping 3 shades, which is perfecto. So we are going to generate 3 new shades. I am bringing out unlocking my computer and bringing so I do have currently 3,184 eyeshadows in my collection. I have not removed like the ones with pan, so if I get one that I already have pan on, I will re-roll. If I get a black shade or if I get a pressed glitter, I will only have to use that shade 10 times, but yeah, that is it. So let's start with the first one. 1,490. 1,490 is from my Unearthly Cosmetics Poison Apple palette. It's the shade Empire. Perfect palette to bring out now when it's like still, well, where I live it's not summer anymore, it's beginning to get cold, but yeah, it's, you know, pre-fall. So perfect. Let's roll in another shade. 3,032, that will be a new palette. Ooh, that is from my Playing in Makeup by Yolondo Paint Me in Chrome, I think it's called, the palette, and it's the 12th shade in that one. So that is a completely like an all shimmer palette, but I'm super excited. And next, let's move on. 2,358. Okay, this shade is from my Sensorium. I just had it in this year. I had in like a gunmetal shade. This shade is called Neuro. Don't know what that one is. But it's a huge palette, so interesting. Then the final no, not the final shade. That is the final shade. Okay, so I'm gonna bring out my palettes and see what the new shades are. We're going to swatch the new color story, and yeah, I'm so excited to bring in some new shades for this project. Okay, so apparently I'm an idiot who can't count, because obviously we're rolling out 4 shades and keeping these 2. Let me roll another number, shall we? So we have 1,696. Alright, let's start with that one. 1,696 comes from my Pink Crush Cosmetics Phenomena palette. And it's the shade Cantorus. Don't know what that one is, but this is an all shimmer palette as well. So let's look. Oh, we're kind of just switching the green metallics. So this is Cantorus. Let's swatch it out on my hand. This one, it's kind of in between the Strange and Unusual and yeah. Okay, now I kind of swatch it on that, but look at that. So stunning, kind of matches my nails, but it has a green flip to like a copper. Beautiful, so excited to work on that one. Then we did pick my Unearthly Cosmetics Poison Apple. Have not looked at the shade. It's the shade Empire. I think it's the first one. Yeah. So this is that palette. And this is Empire. So a clear divergent from the red, but maybe that's kind of similar to what we are rolling out. Or a divergence from the greens, I mean. But yeah, it's very similar to the shade grunge from the... this is just darker, but that is what the shade Empire looks like. Does not match the other... Or maybe we can work it with the like metallic there. Then I picked the Playing in Makeup by Yolondo. I ordered a bunch from this brand and I've been loving it. I'd never filmed with it because I just, you know, it was when I started to not use makeup during summer and everything. So I never filmed anything with this brand, but I've been loving what I got. This is the palette. So all shimmer palette. It's the 12th shade, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that shade. And yeah, let's swatch it. I don't think I have used this one. Ooh. It is like a dark bluish gray kind of shade. Don't know about this color story. It's maybe not very cohesive, but that is it. Perfect. I love this palette. It's been so, like, the shades are so pretty. And then finally we have this big boy. This is my Sensorium Cosmetics Chapter 1. Don't know if they will release anything else. Have not seen it. Haven't seen anything, any indications of that. So the shade I pulled was the shade Neuro, and this is what we look like. Very, very colorful, and Neuro is this green. It looks a bit blown out in the camera, but it's lime green. It's like so neon in real life. Don't know if you will be able to tell, but it's very neon. And now this shade disappeared completely in comparison. Let's see if I can build it up. So this is the old green shade from the Pink Crush, Peachy Queen I mean. And this is the neon shade. It looks so white on me in the camera, but it is neon green. Okay, alright. This is the color story then. Don't know what I think about it. It will be difficult. So we are rolling this color story out and this color story in. It is somewhat similar. I think like we have similar thoughts, but this shade is definitely throwing the, like, making it a new color story because it's so goldeny looking. But yeah, we shall see what we can do with this. Let me know, what do you think about my new color story? Is it, I guess it's fall appropriate, but yeah, that is it for this update. I would love to hear from you in the comments, and you know, you should definitely subscribe if you like project panning content, if you like eyeshadow content, because as you see I do have a shit ton of eyeshadow that I love to play with. And yeah, I hope that you're having a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful, like, you had a wonderful summer, everything, you know, I hope that you are all well. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!